Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a moment in a 10-bell salute for Harley Race, who unfortunately passed away this past week at the age of 76. Harley Race, obviously one of the greatest of all time, NWA Hall of Fame, WWE Hall of Fame, one of the very few members of WCW's Hall of Fame. Definitely be missed. This guy was a testament to what a professional wrestler is. So please join us in a 10-bell salute. So let's start the show now because we got the sad part over with.
Yeah.
I was just watching Harley Race matches the other day. The guy was just good. He was like Dusty because he was kind of like, I don't know, like he was that like barrel chested.
He was old man strong.
Yeah,
He always looked like he had that like I don't want to say dad bod, but yeah, he wasn't chiseled out of stone. But he looked like a guy who would fucking go down to the Double Deuce just to cause some trouble.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. I mean, the guy was pretty, ripped, but at the same time, like most of the matches that I watch with Harley in them are from like more of the tail end of his career, like those 80s matches with Dusty and Flair and shit like that. I couldn't even make it like a minute and a half into the show without swearing. I'm trying to do so on YouTube. If you don't swear within the first minute, that's good because it doesn't like tag you as vulgar assholes. But
we are
vulgar assholes. Well, so a couple of the YouTube series I've watched, like I noticed like they were censoring themselves in the first minute, like they were beeping it out, and then all of a sudden they'd be swearing, and I got really confused. We're not going to do any of that because we won't make any money anyways, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Sky Lolo, midget wrestler, posthumous inductee, won the NWA World Midgets Championship.
There was an NWA World Midget Championship.
Yeah, looking up Harley Race, it dragged me down the rabbit hole, bud.
Yeah, apparently.
Now I'm in wrestling Wikipedia rabbit hole.
That's a fun place to go.
Yeah,
it's yeah. So, anyways. My name is Ryan. His name is Scott. You can follow me at The Blade Job Show.
50 fucking years this belt was around.
Yeah. Where can they find you on the twits?
Oh, at Blade Job Perkins.
They can. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube. You know where to find stuff at this point. If you're already listening to it, you already know it's there.
Yeah, but every once in a while, like Google Play doesn't work, so I'll listen on Spotify. That's a little tip. So that people know of more than one.
That's true. There's more than one.
They can go to more than one.
So I think it's been a fairly eventful 7 days in professional wrestling. I feel like a lot of fun stuff has happened. A lot of not so fun stuff has happened. Let's, if since we're already kind of on the downer note, let's talk about a promotion that's near and dear to your heart, Scott Perkins. Let's talk about Defiant Wrestling.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Defiant Wrestling is no longer. They are or were a British-based wrestling promotion. It was originally called What Culture Pro Wrestling, and it was started by, whatculture.com, which is, that's honestly kind of got me back into wrestling. One of the things got me back into wrestling. They do, they have they put out YouTube videos, top 10 lists, and stuff like that. And that kind of sparked my interest back in wrestling. Then they started their own promotion, and they had some killer matches. They had a lot of homegrown talent, most of whom now wrestle in NXT UK.
Were they a Leech promotion? Did they run their matches at other promotions' shows initially?
No.
So they just kind of went,
yeah,
we know a bunch of wrestlers.
Yep.
We have a bunch of wrestlers on staff. Like, let's just do it. Let's just create our own thing.
Yeah. It was where, I first started seeing Will Ospreay.
The first time I saw David Starr was WCPW, I think.
Yep. David Starr. They had, Cody was there for a while. Drew McIntyre.
Boo. Yay.
Actually, they wrestled each other, and it was fucking...
That's a big boo-yay match for me.
Pretty goddamn good.
Because I whether he's Drew McIntyre or Drew Galloway, I'm a huge fan of that match. Even, like, all the way back to, like, his Vince's golden
3MB.
Yeah, Vince's golden boy days, his 3MB days. He's always just been a dude that I think there was a thing the other day where The Rock was like, he's gonna be the next big thing, and everyone's like, Drew McIntyre. It's like, no, he is.
Yeah,
he is the total package, and like modern style professional wrestling, especially WWE style.
Yeah,
Drew McIntyre is that guy. I can see him being the next Rock, or the next Stone Cold, the next guy who can carry that company, because even if he's a heel, like he has what Vince was trying to create out of Roman.
Correct.
And I like Roman. I've never hated Roman. It's just come on, like, change it up a little bit.
We've seen it.
Like, Drew McIntyre is that guy. He's going to be the monster heel. If he's not main eventing next year's WrestleMania, I don't know what they're doing.
Right.
But anyways, Defiant, WCPW.
They had Bischoff, Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, Matt Stryker did commentary for a while, Stu Bennett.
He's got some bad news. They should have had him announce the closure.
But they, it's pretty crazy. They just watching all these different stars from all over the world wrestle in a crappy little, internet-based. That's all they had was YouTube. Essentially.
Yeah, but they were also, from what I can tell, obviously my brain is fried from years of drug and alcohol abuse, but they were one of the first, like, promotions that I saw that was really embracing YouTube, because they weren't making a ton, like, obviously they already had What Culture, which was huge on YouTube, so they kind of had that crossover, but, like, they weren't making money off of their YouTube views necessarily, especially because pro wrestling has always been very advertiser unfriendly for YouTube. But, like, promotions like CCW, Beyond, GCW, whoever, they kind of, like, they want you to buy their DVDs and stuff because that's how they make money.
Yep.
Like, I know I've seen documentaries of DJ Hyde, like, burning the CCW DVDs that you get in the mail is like him burning them in his bedroom. Like, and CCW is one of the bigger promotions in the US, and that's how they have to do it. But, like, with WCPW and Defiant, like, embracing YouTube, I think that was something, because every promotion does that now. Chaotic has a YouTube series now. Beyond puts a ton of their matches for free on YouTube, even though they have their partnership with IWTV and the live streams and all that. H2O, they're doing their Undiscovered series, where they have just kind of no-name indie talents wrestle at the H2O arena, and they put them up on YouTube, say, hey, check these guys out.
Yep. Yeah, and that's a good way to do it, because then you see, this guy in ripped camo shorts and a black t-shirt is beating up this other guy
in ripped camo
shorts and a black t-shirt, and the next time you're at a show, you're like, oh, I saw that ripped camo shorts and a black t-shirt guy on the internet. Cool. Like, I don't know, just it's easier. I feel like music's the same way. If you know a song by an artist, you're more likely to listen to another song by that artist.
And then eventually you want the whole album.
Yep.
So if you can see individual matches, you're going to buy tickets to that promotion. You're going to buy tickets that this wrestler is on. You're going to buy DVDs. You're going to buy T-shirts. You're going to become a consumer at that point.
Correct. Yep.
But you need, it's kind of like heroin. The first one's free.
One's free, and then they get you. You're addicted. Yeah. And then
like
Marlboro,
every other pop punk band or pop rock band ever, having some sort of euphemism for addicted and love and drugs and women.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I don't know if what you just said made sense, but I'll go with
Trust
it.
me, it does.
Okay.
I'll
take your word for it.
I won't.
But no, it's sad to see. But at the same time, like I said, most of the guys who started out wrestling for them, all their homegrown talent, a lot of them now are in NXT UK, and which it's good to see. It's good to see guys move on to bigger and better things. But it is, that's like you have a shitty little grocery store, and then a Megalo Mart opens up down the street, and the mom and pop grocery store goes out of business. But it is what it is. It's business, but yeah, I mean, they still have what culture. They still have,
and they did quite well for a group of people who were not professional wrestler promoters,
right?
And they didn't really start out slow. They started out like out the gate, like let's do this. Let's just go.
Within their first year, they had an actual professional wrestling World Cup. Like a real one, and where they had actual wrestlers from all over the world.
You mean not just Shane McMahon?
Not just Shane McMahon,
but he is the best in the world.
Yeah. So anyway, it literally was like, guys who had who ended up winning? I think Kushida ended up winning it.
That sounds right to me.
They had David Starr, Jay Lethal, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember watching Rey Mysterio's match at Tommy Collins'
sweaty ass trailer.
Oh god.
And they legit had just some bad motherfuckers wrestling from all over the world, and that was cool. I loved that, and I wish, a major promotion would actually have a Pro Wrestling World Cup.
You mean like WCW did back in the 90s when they did WCW versus New Japan Pro Wrestling in an actual like tournament to do the best in the world, because you had actual international talent instead of just a bunch of fucking WWE guys that had nothing creative, had nothing for them, so they shoved them in this tournament just
white
to have,
guys from America.
Just have Miz pretend he was injured and Shane win, and we're still dealing with it a year later.
That was at one of those Saudi Arabia shows, wasn't it?
Yeah, Blood Money 6, The Fucking, I think it was.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I am not jumping on this bandwagon of boo Shane McMahon, because honestly, the guy has charisma. He's great on the mic. He's doing his job. If you're hating him that much,
right,
like he really is doing his job. Now, should he be, in the spot as consistently? No. Shane McMahon for me is he's one of those marquee guys at this point. It's like, you have your whole card, and then, oh my God, it's, blank versus Shane. Same thing as like, and now I'm not comparing the two, but like blank versus Undertaker, blank versus Goldberg. One of those, like, he's someone who wrestles once a year, maybe twice. I don't think we should have him on full time as a performer. Have him on full time as a fucking asshole. I mean, he's great at it.
The Undertaker?
No, well, yeah, but
he's not an asshole.
He might be. You don't know.
He might be.
Ask Michelle McCool. I wonder if that's her legal name. I doubt it. I don't know. I really like what Shane did with his character, or what Vince did with Shane's character, however you want to look at it. I just think that, his feud with KO right now is brilliant. I think it's absolutely fantastic, because they're playing into the real life frustration of, let's be honest, Twitter, and not wanting Shane to be on TV. But I don't know. It's too bad that Defiant's going away. I mean, and especially like it's something like you're just flipping through YouTube and you can,
Right.
Oh, hey, shit! It's fucking. I think at one point it was. I saw a match. It was like Ricochet versus Drew Gallows, and I was like, oh shit! So I watched it, and it was exactly what you'd expect out of Ricochet versus Drew Gallows.
Yeah, and
Drew Galloway.
War Machine.
Yeah, War Machine.
War Machine was there. They actually, I have my picture taken with Warbeard Hansen, and I'm holding the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, and he's holding the What Culture Tag Team Championship. And it it's shit like that. It's like, they would get big names, but even the homegrown wrestlers, the local guys, just entertaining as fuck.
Yeah.
And Killian Dane was there at the beginning, and everything was quality.
What do you think? Without Defiant, would have Killian Dane even got signed? Because that kind of, I mean, What Culture is a huge friggin', network of shows on YouTube.
Right, and they don't do just wrestling. They do gaming, they do movies.
But here's the thing is, primarily, a lot of their content is wrestling.
Right. It most certainly is.
So, just for... Yeah. So, just What Culture Wrestling...
Do you get it? It's Chode Gable.
Thank you. Just What Culture Wrestling. Just their wrestling channel has 1.8 million subscribers on YouTube.
That's pretty fucking good.
That's just the wrestling channel.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean...
So, that's definitely a huge... Defiant Wrestling, their YouTube channel, has 500,000 subscribers. Like, these aren't small, channels. I mean, this is, they were a good way to get people noticed.
Yeah.
And like you said, most of these guys are in NXT now.
Right, and it's like, that's fucking awesome for them. That's great. Now, how about instead of talking about sad stuff? Because we've done that quite a bit today.
Well, I mean, we had good memories about Defiant.
We did. And Harley Race.
But he had a great, fro going on. His hair was awesome.
Yeah, the fro and the chops, just that I might be a fireman, I might work on cars, but I'm going to kick your fucking ass.
Yeah.
That's the kind of look he had. I'm going to smash this bottle of Jack Daniels down my throat, and then I'm going to break the bottle over your head.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's just like a good old, Plain States good old boy.
Yeah, because he's from what, Missouri?
Missouri.
Yeah.
So anyway, was it last night Rana was?
Rana was a week ago.
It was a week ago. I'm behind on the times. That's okay. Did you talk about it last week on the show?
No, I didn't do a show. I was sick.
You were sick, and
and also it was on Sunday, so...
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, Rana was last Sunday.
Yeah, no, Rana was Beyond Wrestling American Rana 19, so everyone's caught up with what we're actually talking about.
You can watch it on Internet Wrestling.
No, not even close. IndependentWrestling.tv.
On the internet.
Yes.
That's what I was saying, and then you interrupted me, just fucking talking over me.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Maybe you're a chode.
I am. Chode Gable.
Chode Gable.
It was... I'm also exhausted today because I went to see Maiden last night, and it was awesome, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Rana was Rana. Beyond every pro wrestling show, every pro wrestling promotion has off nights. No one can do 5-star shows every single time, especially when you're Beyond and you're running a show once a week. However, Beyond does it 99.9% out of the time. And Rana was no different. And this is their biggest show. This is their coup de grace. This is their, hey, look at this. Because Beyond has been running storylines that rival WWE, Impact, Ring of Honor, places with weekly national television shows. And their storylines, Joey Janela and David Starr have been going for 3 years? Pretty much consistently. At least twice a year, 3 times a year, these guys are having big main event matches.
Yes.
And this was no different. Culminating, the 3-year feud was a 60-minute Iron Man match between Joey Janela and David Starr that was also no disqualification. If you haven't watched that, people should watch that because that was gnarly. Just the whole thing. I mean, we had Chris Statlander versus Kimberly in a cage match. Trying to think, EYFBO versus Bear Country, which was awesome.
Bear Beefcake and Bear Bronson.
Yeah, I love them. I love them so
awesome.
much. Josh Briggs versus Johnny Foxwoods. I mean, this card was stacked from top to bottom.
No Jordan Grace.
Nope, no Jay Grace. There was one surprise. I won't ruin it for anyone. Let's just say it is an AEW performer showed up. It was a good show. It was a great show. They announced that they will be, unfortunately, moving out of our backyard, which is the Worcester area, and moving down to Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Where they have their own arena now, though. That's what's cool. It's like, I'm happy for them. Like, they have their own building now. They're not renting a space for a night. This is their building.
They're renting it forever.
Think of the shit they can do when they don't have to worry about putting someone through a wall. Well, apparently that's what happened at Aurora, I want to say. It was Aurora or FET. Someone got, put through a wall, and the venue was, not okay with that, obviously.
Dude, it's plaster. We can fix it.
Fucking Chris Dickinson's out there fucking plastering all going, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, I mean, dude, at ECW back in the day, Sandman was their carpenter.
Makes sense.
Because that's what he did in real life. So, when he got crucified,
he built the cross.
He built the cross. Any fucking
wood-based,
weird contraption, he was the one who made it.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He also wore fucking Zubas before they were Zumbas.
Zubas
before they were that.
I think Zumba's that dancer size.
Yeah, like jazzercise.
See, if we had video, you could see me doing it.
He's kind of dancing, but kind of not. It's weird.
It's more like the gopher at the end of Caddyshack.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Rodney Dangerfield's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Bill Murray's fucking funny.
Fun fact, I have a picture of Tom Collins when he was in Iraq, and he looks just like Bill Murray from Caddyshack because he has the boonie hat on and
no beard.
No beard, but a little bit of a beard. Because, it's war. What are they going to do, make you shave? They were getting shot at. Hey, shave your beard there.
No, unless you're Spec Ops, you're legally not allowed to have a beard.
Well, yes, but,
according to movies. I've seen a lot of movies, and I'm pretty sure that's the way it works.
That's true. And the reason for that is...
it helps you hide.
No, it's attention to detail. If you can take care of the small stuff, the big stuff will take care of itself. But then the special forces are like, yeah, we don't have time for that chicken shit bullshit, so we're not going to fucking do that. It's true fact.
I would also...
Started with the English, and then...
I would stand to reason, too, when you're, Tier 1 operators and Spec Ops and Black Ops and stuff, and you're supposed to blend in, having a fucking military crew cut and a shaved face probably doesn't make you blend in as well as scruffy dude wandering down the street.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not trained in the military in any way because I was afraid of the military, so I didn't go. Huh. It's just the way it works.
I just can't grow a beard.
Oh, that's true. It's very true, actually.
I got the sick scruff going on.
Yes. You hear that? You hear that shit? Oh, man.
You hear that 5 o'clock shadow?
That's a panty dropper right there.
That 5 o'clock shadow, that's a week and a half old.
So Beyond, I'm very happy for them. I'll miss them being in Worcester, but we still get New Year's Eve. So
yeah, I mean, and Drew, if you want to run a show a few times a year around here, that'd be cool.
Probably will.
Make it more special.
He said he talked about like still running E-Haze and still running
Yeah, and I mean,
White Eagle.
I'm glad I didn't have to see him in pants because that'd be weird.
Mm.
He was wearing a suit and pants from what I've been told.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. So.
That's that's pretty cool that they're having their own arena, and I'm hoping, and I'm sure it'll take time, but I'm hoping they have like a legit entrance, because I don't know, I think that's one of the cool things about wrestling is having a cool entrance. Like, remember back in the day, in your house they had like an actual house, and then Halloween Havoc they had like a spooky ass graveyard. Yeah, like. It'd be neat, and I'm not saying, obviously something like that, but it'd be neat if they had like a kick-ass fucking entrance ramp. What did ECW had? They had like a brick wall and some like house plants. Remember that, didn't they? They had house plants.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was pretty cool. It'd be awesome to see, Drew drop some coinage on that.
Just go to the dollar store and see what you can come up with.
I mean, I would design one. So Drew, you know where to reach me at Blade Job Perkins. I will fucking give me a budget and I will build you an entrance ramp, and it'll be fucking cool as shit.
But it'll look better than shit.
It'll look better than shit. It'll be cool as ice, starring Vanilla Ice. Get with the hero, not the zero. I don't know. It was a bad movie because Vanilla Ice was in it. Oh, actually, no, he was in That's My Boy. That was a good movie with Vanilla Ice.
That's a thing. Baby. Yeah, I don't even know how to respond to this right now. Right,
because you're just like, oh, okay. Wasn't Vanilla Ice involved with wrestling? Or is he just a juggalo, so he's involved with wrestling by default?
He a juggalo?
I don't think he's like a juggalo like Fitchburg is a juggalo. The entire city of Fitchburg is a juggalo.
Okay.
I think he's a juggalo like he's played the family, what is it called? The Gathering of the Juggalos. Like, he's played that before.
Yeah, but Colt Cabana wrestles there. And he's not very much a juggalo as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just like gave him one of those Hatchet Guy T-shirts and whoop whoop.
Fuck this shit.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know.
Superhuman.
The one time that I've seen ICP, it was terrible.
I just love...
absolutely the worst.
I love everything about juggalos without having any interest in juggalos.
Yeah.
I love the vernacular. I love the insanity. I think it's wonderful.
It's like rattlesnakes and alligators. You're like, those are pretty, like, that's
neat, cool, but I'm not going to put my dick near it.
But I don't want to go anywhere near them.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just me. We're offending all of our Juggalo listeners.
Wait, we have Juggalo listeners?
I'm assuming, because no one else is going to listen to this crap except for, like, a British transplant, like a British grandpa and...
a British chef?
And like a chick from New Hampshire who lives in North Carolina now.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. I don't know. I don't know if other people actually listen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you listen? Let us know if you listen.
I don't listen.
I do. You don't?
TX does.
TX? I thought it was TC.
No, wait, no. Ice-T is injured. It's not a word. We need medical assistance. Trash cans throwing up the X. Like we need medical assistance.
Ice-T?
Yeah, the popular hip hop artist / actor, or is that Ice Cube?
They're both.
They're both actors. Yeah, one does like family movies now. One does Law and Order.
Yeah, Ice-T does Law and Order.
Ice Cube.
And he was on Rick and Morty, and he was an actual tea made out of ice.
Yeah,
and so fucking stupid.
No, it's brilliant.
And he's in a hardcore band called Body Count. They're pretty fucking good.
Oh, he was saying that Mike is injured and that we need to send medical assistance to Mike. So get well soon, Mike.
Wait, Mike's injured? Oh man.
Yeah, he threw up the X, so we know it's not a work. It's serious.
Like Earl Hebner throwing up the X?
Earl Hebner throwing out his back because he's like 90.
He's so old.
He is.
Oh, man. Like, when I saw him at All In, I was just like, oh.
That's a good transition. Speaking of All In, coming up soon is All Out. And
Are they going all out?
Apparently.
Oh, okay.
And the announcement was made
That the Young Bucks win.
Pretty much. No, I'm okay with the Young Bucks winning, just not Cody.
I like how you hate Cody so much.
Oh my God, I think he's terrible.
He's all right.
It has nothing to really do with him. It's just everything about him.
I like his wife.
Even she's terrible too.
She's pretty.
She is, but she's horrible at everything else.
She's pretty.
Then they made the official announcement that AEW on TNT premieres on October 2nd.
Cool.
That's exciting. They also made the announcement that the opening contest will be Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara, though. Okay. So half of that equation is pretty cool. The main event will be the Young Bucks and Kenneth Omega versus Chris Jericho and two mystery partners.
It's the Lucha Bros.
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I think it's going to be a artist formerly known as Shane Strickland, because his name is like Isaiah Swerve now in WWE. Swerve, like, never mind.
It's a fucking stupid name.
Yeah, but he's still pretty dope. I mean, Shane Strickland's kind of nuts. So.
Yeah.
NXT, by the way, WWE butchered NXT's roster to call up all these people who don't get to be on TV.
Yep.
And Triple H went, hold my beer, and signed a bunch of new guys and has just as good of a roster as he did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because Triple H actually can look at someone and go, they're talented. I can work with that.
Yeah.
As opposed to Vince, who goes, he's funny. Make him do a worm.
Look at all those muscles. Yeah, we'll make him a wrestler.
Yeah, just hire people. Ronda Rousey. Oh, let's get Rob Gronkowski in on this shit. I swear to God, I will probably never watch the main roster until Rob Gronkowski goes away if he signs. I don't care about. I
don't think he. Like, I think it'd be fun. Like his WrestleMania thing against Jinder. What was that 2-3 years ago?
Jinder, yeah.
Like, that was fun. Shit like that, I don't mind. It's the same. I feel the same way about Shane. If it's there in the right spot at the right time, it can be great.
Don't put him in the fucking main or semi-main event of fucking WrestleMania.
Right, immediately.
But that's what they're going to do.
Right.
Like they did with Ronda.
Yeah. And it's like, we don't need that shit.
Like, she may not have been in the main event of her first WrestleMania, but she was in a match with Kurt Angle and Triple H.
Right.
That's a pretty marquee match.
Yeah. You got an old hot dog and then an old bearded hot dog. And
who can still both go.
Oh, they can definitely still both go. Kurt Angle looks weird now, though, because now he has, like...
He never had a neck, but now it's overtaken by the fact that he's fat now a little bit.
Yeah, it's not that he's fat. He just, like, has old man bod. I mean, I also have old man bod, and I'm 32 years old, but,
30 dose in a row?
Dose. Yep, in a row. I have a birthday every year. None of that leap year bullshit. Now, what are you doing?
I'm watching a woman completely whiff a ladder and hit the floor.
Oh.
That was from Triple Mania from last night. I don't know where I can watch that, but I kind of... Anyways, I'll figure that out later. Triple A is a good fucking promotion. And that's why I'm saying AEW should partner with... Since they're already partnered with Triple A, to start their own streaming service where it's mainly Triple A content right now, but as AEW content is produced, It appears on there. Because honestly, I don't want to spend $50 fucking dollars... So right now it's looking like they're going to have 4 big pay-per-views a year, shocker, that are going to be like $50 a piece, but everything else is going to be free. Like all of the interim pay-per-views. So like you pay for WrestleMania, but you don't pay for Extreme Rules kind of thing.
Okay, that's fine.
So it's going to be like $200 a year, which is still not quite as good a value as the award-winning WWE Network.
$80 more.
And you don't get any of that back catalog because there is no back catalog.
Right. And that's See, that's the problem that WWE created for everyone else.
Because they own everything.
They have the greatest back catalog of wrestling. And it's like, yeah, the product today may not be your favorite, but guess what? There is something in that on the WWE network for you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what kind of wrestling you like. There's something on there for you, and it's $10 fucking a month.
Are fucking unhappy, and you think that canceling your network subscription is hurting anyone but yourself, you're stupid. Because A, it doesn't matter how many people have hissy fits and cancel the network, because that's not going to show WWE anything. Canceling the network is not show. Now, watching ECW and WCW and then not watching the new pay-per-views, those are the numbers that they will see.
Yep.
Like, oh shit, we have 1.2 million subscribers. They probably have more than that.
They have way more than
but that. Only 50,000 watched the live pay-per-view.
Right.
Uh-oh. You know, having your hissy fit and depriving yourself of this amazing just treasure trove. Because we're not just talking big three. We're not talking WWF, WCW, and ECW. We're talking WCCW. We're talking AWA. We're talking Mid-South. Like, we're talking, like, fucking classic fucking wrestling. You can watch Harley Race. You can watch Dusty Rhodes. You can watch Ric Flair. You can watch rare Ric Flair before he was old, which started around 1979.
When he still had the sweet mullety hair.
Yeah, that was like 1974 through...
You said like rare Ric Flair.
Rare Ric Flair with the sweet mullet hair, yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just keeping the rhyme going.
It's true. Like, you can...
I don't even care.
There's so fucking much on there, and it's
hey,
like...
Trash Can, how you doing over there?
And, like, I just don't understand... And honestly, I think it just comes down to people want fucking attention. Just like you do, son of a bitch.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of more rhymes, but
you can't. No, nothing else rhymes with air.
Yeah. Except
for air.
Air. Stare. All right, anyway.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
But yeah, God damn it. Yeah, it would be nice that, you know, if... And that's a problem I always had with Ring of Honor. And they were like, oh, yeah, subscribe to our thing for fucking $24 a month. And it was just
and then you still have to pay for the pay-per-view.
Right,
you get, like, fucking 50% off. It's like,
I'm already buying your shit.
Yeah.
Just give me your shit.
Oh, but you also get 10% off merch sales. Like, I don't know. Just...
Yeah, I don't know. That's what kind of sucks. I'm hoping that it doesn't suck. I mean, the one good thing about AEW is their stuff has been great so far.
Except for Cody.
But no, their stuff's been good so far, so it's kind of worth it to give them a little more money. But I also don't have tons and tons of money to give. My wrestling budget is
$10 a month.
It's a little bit limited. $20 a month because I'm independent. And actually Power Slam. So maybe, yeah, it's $30 a month.
It's like, I don't know. I feel like AEW is going to be held. I'm hoping, at least, that AEW will be held to a higher standard because they're not dinky indie promotion.
Correct.
They are backed by a billionaire. And I'm sorry, but if Beyond can do this, which is run by a dude who also runs a food truck.
A fucking delicious food truck.
A fucking delicious food truck. If he can have comprehensive storylines, a weekly television series, you know, massive quote-unquote pay-per-views, you know, with
He does have massive pay-per-views.
Oh my God. Like, he brings in top... Fucking, you know, did you see Dickinson wrestle at Rana? It was Daisuke Sakamoto.
That's who it was.
Like, what the fuck? I saw David Starr versus Masato Tanaka at a Beyond Weekly show. Like,
I saw Roppongi Vice wrestle.
Yeah. Best Friends.
Best Friends.
EYFBO is a mainstay. If you don't know, that's LAX in Impact Wrestling.
And they are entertaining your fucking balls off.
Entertaining your fucking balls off.
And they do. They are
I would
amazing.
say, arguably, they might actually be the best tag team in the world.
Remember that time they wrestled the Lucha Bros?
That's what I'm saying.
And that was one of the best matches I've ever seen.
So, just everyone keeps saying the Lucha Bros are going to be Jericho's partners. I'm saying EYFBO. That would be a surprise signing. They're well known enough because they were an Impact.
Yep.
Have they come out? Now we could have Lucha Bros versus EYFBO versus the Young Bucks in a 3-way tag match. That might be the greatest tag match of all time.
Only if it's a tornado tag.
Tornado tag, make it 4 corners, throw in the Best Friends. Boom.
You just wrote yourself a pay-per-view main event, my friend.
I sure as fuck did. Cody, where you gonna hire me now? You like hiring all your friends. Why not hire me?
Ryan's from the South now.
Georgia fuck.
Hey man, Georgia's cool. That's where Coca-Cola comes from.
I've been to the Coca-Cola plant. Have you?
No.
It's quite nice. I mean, I was like a kid, but they had a fucking robot outside that would fucking talk to you and shit, and it would like dispense Coke, and it was amazing. And then inside, they had fountains, like obviously like fountain drinks, but they were legit fucking fountains. You put your cup down in the circle, you press the button, it would shoot the Coke from like across the room into your cup. It was fucking nuts.
That's pretty cool.
It was dope as fuck. And they had flavors I didn't even know existed.
Chocolate Coke?
Chocolate cock? Have you been on the Big Black Cock websites again?
No.
I think you have.
That was kind of your thing.
No. I just do, edited for content, and edited for content.
Ew.
I know. But I'm hoping, once again, that since AEW is backed by a billionaire, that they are held to a higher standard. Because right now, I'm sorry, I don't really mean to piss anyone off, but I kind of do. Everyone seems to give them a pass. They can do no wrong. And they have done wrong. I'm sorry. Brandy going over on on Allie. There's no... Brandy, I don't know. I'm getting very Stephanie McMahon vibes from Brandy already, where she's like, I'm doing so much for women's wrestling. And it's like, you are, but you're not supposed to say it.
Yeah. Yep.
Bring in Awesome Kong and Aja Kong is great, but these are two women who are far past their prime. Aja Kong can still go, and she's not a young woman anymore. Awesome Kong also can still go, also not a young woman anymore. But my least favorite match from Fight for the Fallen was Brandy versus Allie. It was not good, and it was not Allie's fault. It was Brandy.
Right, Brandy is still...
There's a reason she was fired twice by WWE.
But she wasn't a wrestler for WWE.
She was. She was? She was a wrestler for NXT.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. And she got fired because she sucked. Then they brought her back as a ring announcer.
No shit. That's what I knew her as.
She ring announced at WrestleMania 31.
Wasn't it Eden?
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like, I'm sure Brandy Rhodes is a wonderful person, and I really am super happy of what she's doing to elevate women's wrestling. But she's doing exactly what Stephanie did, inserting herself into it instead of, I'm sorry, I get it. You're all executive vice presidents or whatever, but you're also all wrestlers. Take a step back. If you need to focus on being executives, even if that means I don't get Young Bucks matches as often, so be it. Kenny is the only one who I think needs to be on TV every single week because he hasn't wrestled in the U.S. in years.
And Adam Page.
But Adam Page is not an executive. He's just a professional wrestler. He is a signed wrestler. That's all he is. He has no creative control But let's be honest, he does because he's a member of the elite. But
And he has beautiful hair.
oh yeah, it's gorgeous.
Sorry, I had to take my headphones off. They were actually starting to pinch my ears.
It's just I'm so worried because I'm already getting these Hogan, Nash, and Hall vibes because they're all BFFs with fucking Tony Khan, who's kind of like the Eric Bischoff in this situation, and that did not go well.
Right. Like,
and but people aren't holding this. Oh, it's new. Oh, well, they haven't started TV. Oh, don't give them excuses, because if we make excuses for them now, they're gonna think that this is okay.
Right. And the thing that I'm worried about them is Tony Khan has given them a lot of money.
Quite a bit.
Spent a lot of money, and now he could theoretically, like, if the weekly TV shows kind of suck, he could just say fuck it and close the doors.
That's what Ted did.
Yeah.
Billionaire Ted went, you know what? It's not doing well anymore.
Yep.
Who wants it?
My time. So, I just and I'm hoping that they don't think that they can do no wrong, because that thing could be over in a fucking heartbeat. It's not an established company like the WWF, or WWE rather. They're not going to just close up shop next week, but
no. At this point, WWE is literally self-sustaining.
Correct.
They don't, like, honestly, at this point, they could shutter SmackDown and make NXT their secondary brand, just have Triple H run it, and then start running big arenas and sell out every fucking arena.
Yep. With
that talent and that booking, they could do it. Absolutely.
Correct. And it's kind of thing where, I don't know, I don't want them to get too big for their britches. And because I want to see AEW succeed. They have a lot of great wrestlers, and I want to see Marty Scurll go there.
I still think if he signs with a U.S. company, he's going to sign with NXT.
Which I'd be fine with that.
Because he's signed with, Ring of Honor right now?
Yeah.
They barely count. I think he'll go to NXT. I'm wondering if, NXT is going to reach the point where, because it's already pretty much not developmental anymore. The developmental side of NXT is now just the Performance Center.
Yes.
Whereas NXT is its own brand with top talent, like best talent in the company. Main event of NXT last week was Keith Lee versus fucking Punishment. Now he's Damian Priest. Punishment Martinez.
I don't really like him.
You would love this match.
I love Keith Lee.
Keith Lee pounced him.
Okay.
It was pounced. I don't know why I say pounced.
Ponce de Leon.
Yeah, probably.
Ponce de Leon. Okay.
And what is Priest, like fucking 6'7" or something like that? He's a big boy.
He's a large lad.
His new gimmick, his gimmick in NXT is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's like his old gimmick mixed with like Aleister Black kind of. He does
Black Cesar.
His entrance is there's just like a light shining on him, and he does the bow and arrow and then shoots the LED board, and then it's supposed to be a flaming arrow, and then the Damian Priest like spells out in fire.
That's pretty cool.
And then he goes
some
out,
Robin Hood Men in Tights shit.
Yeah, then he goes out to the ring. You know how they have that LED board above the ring?
Yeah.
He shoots an arrow upwards, and then it does the same thing. It's a dope fucking entrance.
That's pretty dope.
I wasn't a huge Martinez fan. Like, whatever. Honestly, NXT sold me on him. I actually like the new gimmick more.
Yeah. NXT, I'm trying to think of who they have signed that just like fully flopped, like who was kind of like a main event signing for NXT that just fully flopped in NXT.
Yeah,
because there's plenty of guys that killed it in NXT and then they get called
no way,
up.
Jose. I mean, he was honestly, I thought it was stupid in NXT, but he was over.
Oh,
but he's over because he's fucking conga lining in a fucking 700 person
arena.
Right.
He has the kind of gimmick that that does well.
Doesn't work
in
on a large
small
scale.
crowds. Yeah. And there's plenty of people that are like that, and that's fine. It's, he's a good wrestler, but yeah, his gimmick is more.
Who flopped like holy shit, they just signed blank to NXT and like straight to the main event like Adam Cole did,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who like flopped and not
Hideo Itami.
No, because he was great in NXT.
Yeah, and it was a lot of injury was his problem.
Well, that's always been his problem.
Right. See, I don't find him overly entertaining.
He's alright.
He's a good wrestler. He's fine, but that's it. Like, I don't know. That's the thing about professional wrestling is you can be a great wrestler, but if you don't have something, and I'm not necessarily saying a gimmick, but it could also just be a look. It could also just be someone
who signed around the same time and who has a similar repertoire. Akira Tozawa, he's got this charisma,
right,
this energy to him that Kenta just kind of like.
Right, he
just kind of.
I don't know. It kind of seems like he goes out and is like, "I'm really good at wrestling, so everyone has to like me."
Yeah, like there was nothing, like I haven't watched any of his matches now that he's Kenta again. He's back in New Japan, so I don't know what's going on. But I also haven't seen anyone talking about them, so they can't be that great,
right?
Because people aren't shooting their load. Like when he signed with NXT, it was a huge fucking deal. Same thing with Kushida. Kushida has maintained him in NXT. He still does the Back to the Future gimmick. He's still, like that combination striker submission artist kind of.
Yep.
He's fucking Kushida. Like,
I saw him wrestle Marty Scurll.
That's pretty cool. Ring of Honor.
It was really good.
Oh, speaking of which, just you should be a little jealous. I got tickets to New Japan.
Oh, nice.
In Lowell.
Very cool.
I'm very excited. I'm hoping they bring fucking Jay White. I'm really excited about booing him. Fucking bag it. I mean, he's champion right now, isn't he? Or no, he lost. I think he lost the title. I don't know. I don't pay enough attention to New Japan. But I figured it's probably the only time I'm ever going to get to see New Japan live.
Yeah.
Unless I go to Japan.
Kazuchika Okada. He's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering, because I know the last U.S. tour they did, they had a bunch of visa issues, and like half of the Japanese roster couldn't make it.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because I really don't just want to see fucking, Jay White versus...
Yeah, but Jay White's not American either, so if they're...
He's Canadian, right?
No, he's from New Zealand.
He's from New Zealand?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's down under bag of dicks.
Oh, fucking... Oh, no, Omega's Canadian, duh. I was trying to think of New Japan guys. But it's a week before AEW. So, I'm wondering if Moxley, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I know they don't want him working, like they pulled him out of the G1 in Texas.
Yeah.
Because they didn't want him working. But that was also televised. This is a house show. This is Fighting Spirit Unleashed.
So, how'd you get tickets and why didn't you get me one?
Well, I don't know. There's a ticket that's up in the air. So.
All right. Well, I'll take the up in the air ticket.
I'll let you
nobody
know.
else does, unless it's October 13th because we're going to see Lagwagon.
No, it's September 27th.
Okay.
It's a free day.
It's a free day.
Free day.
Very cool.
Anyways, I just want to see the ring up close. Like it's a completely different ring, and I love it.
Yeah. I love New Japan. I don't watch it as much. I actually canceled my subscription.
Honestly, at the end of the day, I can't like justify waking up at fucking 3 a.m.
Yeah.
4 days a week for the G1 climax. Like I just can't do it.
It's so good though.
Yeah, but you know what?
It's
I can see
quality.
most of like the individual
highlights.
matches or the highlights or whatever, and like I don't know. I just like if I don't know, didn't have a job or was actually getting paid to do this crap.
Man,
like
you ain't got
sure.
no job.
Fucking I'd love no job.
I know.
Sounds great. Like can someone just pay me to talk? I should start streaming.
I thought you were going to say stripping and I was like, oh.
I should start stripping on streaming.
And
breaking, you know what? I'm sorry.
So you're going to be a cam
girl?
girl?
Hold on. This transcends entertainment whatsoever. Speaking of streaming, did everyone hear the breaking news that Ninja has left Twitch and joined Mixer? Ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. Ninja, the top Fortnite streamer in the world, has left Twitch and joined Mixer. This is crazy. I'm sorry, but this is on every news site on the planet right now.
I understood like a quarter of what you just said. I know what a ninja is.
Ninja's
I know
his
what.
name,
Okay.
his handle. He used to be a pro Halo
Like a
player.
handlebar mustache?
Yeah, pretty much. He used to be a pro Halo player back in the day, and then he got like super famous on Twitch when Fortnite came out because he was just pretty like literally this guy's making millions of dollars playing Fortnite.
That's pretty cool.
He announced that he was leaving Twitch and joining Mixer, which is Microsoft's streaming platform. And apparently Microsoft paid him an ass load of money because he's now essentially a brand ambassador for them.
Yeah.
You know, sorry. It's funny to anyone who follows gaming stuff on the regs. I made funny, like, you know, white boy hip hop hand signals when I said on the regs, just so everyone knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan's super urban.
I'm pale as fuck.
Yeah.
Have I ever been outside?
I don't know. I think so. I'm more tan than you.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's pretty bad because I'm
white as fuck.
I'm white as fuck.
Not as white as me.
I get like the darkest I get is what most people look like in winter. Or red.
Oh, God. In winter, I'm like translucent.
Red. Yeah.
Like, you can see my organs. It's fucked up.
That's weird.
It really is. Back to AEW. I feel like a broken record at this point, but I can't. There's so much fucking back and forth right now of WWE sucks, AEW sucks. It's like, if you honestly can't be a fan of more than one promotion, like, I feel bad for you in general. Like, you all sound like fucking Uncle Derv fuckhead. Like, oh, it wasn't a New Japan match at the Tokyo Dome. It sucked. Like, just you need to. So first and foremost, like, I mean, I don't like Cody Rhodes.
Really?
At the end of the day, I just don't like him, and I'm going to be way more critical of someone I don't like than someone I do like, and I get that. But I'm also going to be critical. I love Joey Janela. I'm worried that he's not going to be the right fit for a weekly wrestling series. I worry because if you've ever been around Joey Janela, it's not a gimmick. The dude,
no. That's Joey Janela.
That, like, what you see on TV and what you see at indie shows and what you see, that is Joey Janela. That's his real name. Like, there is nothing more real about Joey Janela than Joey Janela.
Yeah, it's...
Can that be something that's weekly? Because this is going to be a way more hectic travel schedule for him. Like, granted, now he's making decent money, but he's never made decent money. Yeah. Is he going to keep that decent money?
Yeah, or is... Yeah.
Like, and there's nothing against Joey Janela. Joey Janela is one of my favorite performers on the planet. But, like, you know, the thing that just worries me, I love Adam Page. I love Matt Jackson. I love Kenny Omega. But I do not want this to be
WCW
all
2.0.
the elite guys wrestling.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. Like, once again, Kenny is a hot commodity because he hasn't wrestled in North America
and he's
full time.
Probably the best wrestler, like one of the best wrestlers in the world.
So I was a little
currently
annoyed at Fight for the Fallen when he wrestled Shima? Yeah, I think he wrestled Shima. Anyways, I know the One-Winged Angel has only been kicked out like once, and it was Okada, I believe. So I like that he keeps his finisher sacred, like Scott Hall used to do. But holy fucking shit, let's take it down a notch with the V-triggers. Between him and Shima, I think there was like 16 V-triggers in that match. And honestly, A, the move means nothing now. B, personally, Adam Cole does it better. C, if that's your signature, because it's supposed to be V-trigger into a one-winged angel.
Yeah.
Well, your signature sucks because apparently it doesn't do anything.
Right.
And of course, like the commentary. Don't even get me started on commentary. By the way, everyone's shitting on JR. JR's has like actual neurological disorders. B is like 70 something years old. And C can still do commentary in circles around you.
Yeah.
So why don't you not shit on JR? Once again, be critical.
And listen, all jokes aside, great barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah, no, his BBQ is delicious. Have you ever tried his beef jerky?
No.
It's a little dry for my taste, but very tasty.
Yeah.
Excalibur, fantastic. Excalibur is going to be the commentator that brings AEW further and further for years to come. Alex Marvez needs to go away.
I hate 3-man commentary teams.
Period. If anything, bring back Golden Boy. Golden Boy was great on commentary. Fix your commentary. You're right. AEW on TNT, whatever it's going to be called, 2-man commentary. Trust us. We know what we're talking about. We are Twitter users. You know we're right.
Yeah.
You fucks. Anyways.
Oh, God damn it.
So I really dislike, like, this wasn't even a main event match for Kenny Omega, and they, like, if you have to hit your finisher 7 times during a main event title match that goes for fucking 35, 40 minutes, that's acceptable because, you know, near finishes and kickouts, like, that's part of, like, building that tension. Yeah. But this wasn't a main event match. This wasn't for any titles. It wasn't for anything. And it was just V-trigger, 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 V-trigger. And every time, go, oh my God, V-trigger, oh my God. It's like, this is it. It's like, no, it's not. You know Omega's not going to win unless he hits the one-winged angel. Mm-hmm. B, he's done it 8 times before this. Why are we freaking out about it?
Right.
You know, in WWE 2K, if you do the same move too many times, you start losing points.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, Kenny Omega, that was a negative 5-star match because you used the V trigger too many times.
Right. I don't like people kicking out of finishers, but I like finisher reversals. Like, you know, somebody goes for the stunner, but you catch their foot when they're kicking you in the stomach, and, you know, then you get a move done on it. Like that's what I like more than an actual, like, oh, he hit a stunner, 1, 2, 2.5, oh no, he kicked out. Like, I don't know.
I think the finisher kickouts should be saved for, like, the very end of the match. Like, if you kick out of someone's finisher, there should only be like 5 minutes left in the match, not like, or it's the very beginning of the match and that's, oh, they tried to get a quick victory kind of thing. I find that to be acceptable. But yeah, so I want people to keep AEW accountable for what they are and for what they're doing.
Yeah.
Just because they're new and they're sexy,
just because
and
you hate Cody Rhodes.
Fuck Cody Rhodes. You know, just because it's like the new hotness, it's the new toy, it's the new shiny, like, thing, like, doesn't mean it. If we just sit back and say, yeah, it's fine because it's not WWE, and we let them
become WWE.
There you go. That's exactly it. And, you know, WCW, because even Bischoff has admitted the issues with WCW
was all him.
Pretty much stemmed from, they said, let's let the boys run the back.
Yeah, and it didn't.
And people don't understand the end of WCW, like the literal end, 99, 2000, 2001. Everyone is like,
you were all about it.
It was terrible. It was the worst thing ever. No, the main event picture was a mess. The undercard was brilliant. The undercard was all these people that we see now as, like, maybe not legends, but like, oh man, I loved him, blah, blah, blah. Shane Helms. Jamie Noble.
Shane Helms.
Fucking Billy Kidman. I don't know, little dude named Booker T. Like, I mean, these are the guys that were carrying WCW at the end.
Yeah.
And everyone said it sucked. I'm sorry, but there's actual Hall of Famers in this, and they weren't Hall of Famers back then. They're Hall of Famers now.
Right.
Booker T is 2-time Hall of Famer.
Yeah. 2-time.
Also, a buddy of mine met Booker T recently.
Yeah.
It is not for show. He legitimately wears his Hall of Fame ring all the time.
Good for him.
Yeah. I wanted to end on that because I think that's just a heartwarming, wonderful moment.
Oh, Booker T.
He's the 5-time Five guys, 5-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion. And now everyone wants a goddamn burger because subliminal messaging.
Yep.
That's what I do. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been terrible. You have been great. Good night. God damn it.
Are you tired of the same old pro wrestling? Then check out the amazing action on Powerslam.tv, the biggest indie pro wrestling channel in the world. Get over 4,000 hours of the best pro wrestling events from over 110 of the biggest names in the industry from over 15 countries around the globe. Get your free trial today at Powerslam.tv.